Hello, hello, and welcome to Let's Play Destiny. Okay, last time, we got some new armor and stuff, and we did the, I forgot what mission it was, alright, Paradox, wherever it is. There it is. We did Paradox. I still don't have the sword, or I guess I spoiled it, huh? I don't have the Hadium Flakes. It is going to be a heavy weapon, a sword. I just haven't been in the mood to get them. Sorry if I seem a little weird today. I was raiding up till late last night on Destiny 2. Or early in the morning, I should say. We also did the Rise of Iron Prelude cinematic. We saw a guy with this hammer thing. Yeah, this hammer icon is, the new, let me just show you. If you see a kind of hammer icon on it, like, on this armor, that's a Rise of Iron exclusive. But yeah. So in the cinematic we saw this guy up in the little banner, holding that flaming axe with a bunch of wolves, and these weird kind of fallen looking creatures came out with some weird nanites. Let me make sure I have everything I need. I'm probably gonna need a sniper, so bring out a sniper, unless you have a really good scout rifle or something. I'm probably gonna be using Ace of Spades, just because I want to use it. I don't have a half decent rocket launcher. And you don't have enough to get another. I think that might be everything, though, that we can do. I'm not going to be doing these because they're for more Taken King stuff. It starts off for more powerful exotic quests. But, we're not going to be doing that, because, they require strikes. Anyway, the new golden triangles instead of the purple pulsing triangles are going to be Rise of Iron. So, let's get into it. To a light level minimum, which I definitely have. I'm so used to the director being right here. From Destiny 2. It is normal, it's a level 42. So, let's get into it after I get drink water. Yeah. Let's get into it. And we can view these as many times as we want. There's no unskippable, there's no special cutscenes that you can only view once. So, yeah.
In the years after the collapse, the world had no guardians. It had only Iron Lords. Immortal, fearless, we fought to protect the survivors of a once great age. Our battle was about more than crawling back from the shadows. The Iron Lords would give humanity back its future. Some know the legend, but no one truly knows how the Iron Lords died their final deaths. That was something you had to be there for, to witness, to remember. To know even heroes can die, and survival is not always a victory. Now I am the lone sentry, and my watch is eternal, waiting for the day when whatever we disturbed awakens. The Iron Lords are gone, but our fight is far from over.
Wow.
The House of Devils is back, and they're digging into old Golden Age research labs all across the system. This isn't a simple smash and grab. They're on a mission. At first, the Vanguard wasn't particularly concerned. At least, not until the Devils decided to move back into the Cosmodrome. Now the Devils are shifting a massive amount of resources to an area nearby that's been dark for centuries. Normally, I'd say it's just another day. Except, what's really got everyone talking is that Lord Saladin has left his post at the Iron Banner to take charge of the situation personally. Only rather than go straight to the Cosmodrome, Saladin wants us to investigate an abandoned observatory in the mountains. Very strange.
Interesting. And I'll talk more about that later, once all dialogue has stopped.
A group of Fallen has captured Fellwinter Peak. My team and I are en route, but we won't get there in time. I need you to secure the observatory at the top. It is imperative the Fallen do not establish a foothold on that mountain.
King of the Mountain.
If the Fallen are working their way up the mountain, their goal is to take Vostok Observatory.
What would the Fallen want in an abandoned outpost?
Things better left buried.
Okay.
There is a gondola near your location. Take it up to the observatory.
Okay, so a little backstory. Lord Saladin was and the Iron Banner. The Iron Banner was a PvP kind of thing that only came every once in a while, like about once a month. And they would and it'd be a PvP thing. You'd get special gear from it. Yeah, I'm not too into the PvP aspect of it. But yeah, a lot of people were. Oh, that vandal has to go. Oh, tattered schematic. Oh, that was for something else, so you won't worry too much about it. It probably has something to do with a strike, and any strike stuff we're not going to be dealing with. So yeah, about the Iron Banner. It was PvP, and Lord Saladin was the guy in charge of that. it was normally held in that area where we found the dead ghost. But, what happened, but it's no longer here in Destiny 1, so, yeah. And I had a little something to talk about. In the cutscene, Saladin was wearing a cloak. This is because it's freaking cold here, not because he's a hunter. He is a Titan. And that red stuff, or that little bind stuff on the woman's armor, her name is Yolder, or was Yolder, it was not part of her armor originally. Let's just leave it at that. Anyway, let's go in.
Whoa, this hasn't been activated for more than 400 years.
Okay, before we get too comfy in the gondola, there's going to be a point where you have to leave it. Don't stay on it and do not die in the gondola. If you have a fire teammate, and if you have a person doing this mission with you, try to stay alive. Both of you try to stay alive, because you'll be stuck on this side and you won't be able to get back. You have to respawn at your spawn location, so yeah. Right to the top.
With this sort of reception, it might be a touch ambitious to think we can secure the entire observatory.
There's a courtyard in the rear of the facility. If you can secure that, you should be able to keep them from the Iron Temple until we arrive.
Wait, Iron Temple? Like Iron Banner? Iron Lords?
Stay focused. There's too much at stake.
Get your sniper or scout rifle ready,
Watch out!
because they can snipe you. And I whiffed that shot immensely. They're pretty far away, so only snipe if you need to. And it will be on both sides.
I think there's more of them.
You think? This is the point where our ghost became stupid. Okay, get ready, because over here, yeah.
I don't think I like this little metal box anymore.
Once it opens, jump.
We can't take another hit like that. Jump!
Yeah. And you can't go back into it. That thing would have been just gone. Anyway, before we continue on too much further, there is a new collectible in Rise of Iron. And I'll track that. Okay, let's go into details on this and open the book. Rise of Iron. Okay, so we gotta finish the campaign, and there's like new collectibles that you can do, or you can get, and one is right over here. You see this little lip right here? Jump over to it, and these are the new calcified fragments. Some you can get in the raid, but yeah. So let's collect it. Siva cluster, dormant Siva cluster. Interesting. We'll find out more about that later. There are two that...
I don't understand. If there's something so important up there, why wasn't the Vanguard protecting the temple all these years?
This place and its secrets are my responsibility.
Make sure you jump, because the very first time that I did this, I just walked straight off. So, yeah, I think there are two Siva clusters that you can get in this mission. You'd have to glitch it or whatever in order to get them any other way. I'll try to point out as many as possible as I remember. Hey, I was aiming right at the back of your head. I hate that. Okay, there.
You know, this is more than a few fallen. Just for the record.
We cannot afford even one to claim what lies on that mountain.
Okay, and this is where we're going. One other thing, if you remember, if you've done any Crucible on Destiny, and you see Vostok, that, and the Vostok map in Crucible, that's where we're going. Yeah, literally. So, yeah. Oh, and I will show you how to get the other dormant Siva cluster. It is a little bit of a pain, but yeah. Okay, so here's Vostok Observatory. If you played Crucible in Destiny 1 or 2, this path would be open. There'd be a little path right over here or whatever. Here's some fallen. Freaking invisibles. I literally can't see him. I had no ammo. They made it too good at being invisible. Okay, so if you played Vostok at all, you'd know that there'd be a passageway right around here that would let you into the other side of the map. You'd see this area. This would be like Zone B or C in the Crucible map. They changed it a little bit because oh right, because in Destiny 2 one, these stairs collapsed. There'd be tons of just little areas. Like, there'd be a hole over here. I don't recall this area. Oh, this area was collapsed. But yeah, it's just interesting to see it.
Be careful. Picking something up nearby.
That was a servitor. I heard a servitor. And no, I'm not I like the hand cannon twirling. That is just the Ace of Spades special ability, you can say. Or not. It's unique to the Ace of Spades. Not care that I didn't get a headshot on that. love the little twirl. And you switch the weapon out. Look at that. Wait, what's that name? It says Sepix Perfected. Interesting. Okay, a little bit of story. Sepix was the boss of the very first strike that we could do. And I showed that video on PS3. But it was where we got the first golden chest. Or the last golden chest on Earth. So yeah. Sepix. This does not look like a servitor. Yeah, he's just gonna sit there. Let's go forward.
Servitor. Sepix Prime. It's supposed to be dead. And there's something odd in the energy signature. It's not fallen, but it's regenerating.
Did you say it's regenerating? Kill Sepix Guardian. Kill it now.
Yeah, that's bad. It's regenerating. So, oh, and you got the rare weapons parts. Over here would be, Zone A.
If that's what I think it is, the temple doors will not be strong enough to hold it back. You must destroy it before that happens.
I'm trying to, trigger Firefly and make it all explode. Oh look, those doors were completely and utterly annihilated. Okay, before I go any further, the next Siva cluster is up here at the top of this thing. There will be a point over here with, you can tell we're going to be fighting Sepix. There will be a point over with Sepix where we will have to go to the top of the Iron Temple, which is right there. Like, go over there, and there will be a fallen skiff. Make sure you're on triple jump and jump up onto the skiff. It will bring you close to here and you can jump up. Don't worry if you fall, because you don't even need to restart the fight. The skiff will just keep coming and bring in reinforcements. So when your ghost says they're bringing in reinforcements, that's your cue. Oh, they didn't break the door. They just opened it. Yeah. If you go to any other point in the game, these doors will be shut. Even though someone might be able to glitch their way out here. Because I've once seen a wolf over here. Yeah, there has to be a way to open these doors later, but I haven't found one. Anyway, let's go in. Just...
Do not let Sepix enter that temple.
So, yeah, you want to be up here, if you can. Yeah, now he won't have his overshield. Just wail on him a little bit. Don't waste too much of your sniper ammo, though. I say as I don't follow my own advice. I'm gonna use my golden gun. Yeah, just use what you have. Once Ghost says that they're bringing in reinforcements, that's your cue to try getting up onto the top edge.
Detecting reinforcements approaching your coordinates.
So, there's a skiff. Run and jump over to it. Use this place to hide a bit. You want to be on top of it, though, like right here. It will bring you up to the temple. This thing.
The high ground,
Right here.
Guardian. Use it.
There's not higher ground than this. And here's the next cluster. I'll tell you that there's another way to technically glitch your way up, because with the wonky physics of the game. I'll tell you more about it after we've beaten this portion.
You must hold the mountain, Guardian.
Okay. And done.
All this trouble to break into an old temple?
You would have been fine.
Even old wolves still bite. Shiro, what's your status?
Circling around to make sure the area is clear. Be there in a sec.
Well done, Guardian. The temple is secure. Now we can...
Guess he's not dead. Bye, Sepix.
Shiro, get a lock on it.
I just picked up... Wait. Multiple impacts near the wall in Sector 17.
They're attacking the sensor grid. They must know where Siva is. Guardian, go to the Cosmodrome immediately. If Sepix escapes, the Fallen won't be our only problem.
So, yeah. That was King of the Mountain. Okay, here's a little bit of a spoiler that I won't be able to show just yet. Ooh. Yes, please. The area that we were just in, it will be the Iron Temple. It will be our new social space. So Destiny 2 has, or not Destiny 2, Destiny 1 has 3 social spaces. We can't access it just yet. We, well, we'll deal with this later. But, now these are the plague lands. After this mission, we will be able to, use the Iron Temple as a social space. Just like the Reef is. But, I'm gonna see what everyone wants. Ikora probably wants to talk about that schematic thing. Yeah. Oh, Nova Mortis? Yeah, we won't be able to do that. Because it requires strikes, and I'm not getting PS Plus on this thing. It just requires doing the, getting void ability kills. And doing the, first strike on the moon that we did to get that last golden chest. So, yeah. Not gonna do that. Anything that requires a strike, can't do. It is a little different though. You have to play the hard version, and the hard version has some additional extras, I should say. Ikora wants to talk to us.
Checking.
Okay, let's put on our most powerful gear. And talk to Raoul. I'd upgrade Ace of Spades, but I can't.
Only a handful of those.
Ooh,
Always
another
an
strange
interesting
point.
conversation, Guardian.
I'm sorry. The reason why I went back was because I heard Zavala say, fire team, bad guys don't care what they call ourselves. Fire team, Zavala, report to me at once. Zavala out. It was funny.
Guardian,
Anyway,
you've heard of the Thunderlord. It is a weapon of the Great Disaster. Our first terrible attempt to fight the Hive on the moon.
okay. Thunderlord is a submachine gun. It does arc damage. Nova Mortis is just a void version, and there will be a solar version later. The first terrible attempt to fight the Hive on the moon. Yeah. It involved Crota, so whatever. We already, according to lore, we've already killed Crota, which we haven't, but oh well. What you may not know is that the Titan who created that mighty weapon made 2 others. This is the schematic for the Nova Mortis, which hasn't been seen since the battle ended. Wonder how it got here.
Good.
We'll talk to Banshee.
Go with the light.
There's nothing much that we can do for it, though, because I'm not going to get
It's too loud
PS
here.
Plus for
Too bright. I can't hear what's coming.
this account. If I really want to show off more strikes and stuff, I'd use my primary. Hi, Banshee.
Let's get you back out there.
Okay, Nova Mortis. This is unusual. Last I heard, all records of the Nova Mortis were lost in the retreat from the moon. Heard some rumors about the Fallen trying to make something like it during Skolas' time. I don't think they ever figured it out. I can build this, but I'll need your help. Get out there and make a connection with the void, as Ikor would say.
That'll work.
And yeah, just void ability kills. Oh, and I didn't say this about Banshee. If you ever, you'll need legendary marks to do it, but if you ever accidentally destroy your, Steel Piercer, your, Mobius, the shotgun for the Titan, or your, Susano for the Warlock, which is the fusion rifle, that you got during the, back in the Saddle quest that I did for Ace of Spades and all that, Banshee will sell them to you. They will be at 350 light. Yeah, he'll sell them to you, so don't worry. Yeah, he also sells heavy and special synthesis. They're pretty expensive. There's a cheaper way to do it, but it requires you to do some more. It requires you to have PS Plus. There is one other thing you can do with Banshee, but I will not be doing it because it requires Crucible. If you get to rank 5 with him,
What do they expect me to do with this?
he will give you a hand cannon called Imprecation, and it will, let me go to the exotics, because it is an exotic quest.
We must sacrifice to stop.
I'm not
this
sure if it, I know it's one of 2 guns. I think it is the first curse. Let me go to year 1. Okay, last word. Yes, it is the first curse. And yeah, it is the counterpart to the last word. Which is very interesting. And here's another bit of trivia. The last word, this gun, is the frame that which they use for the golden gun. Gunslinger's golden gun. Yeah, and here's Thorn. It is Dredrin Yor's, it was Dredrin Yor's personal weapon. You know how it looks sinister? Yeah, it used to dominate in the Crucible. Let's show the perks, shall we? Mark of the Devourer. Rounds pierce targets and cause lingering damage over time. Yeah. It poison you. It poison you, and then it would, just keep damaging you. Kind of like a Pokemon, poison or whatever. Yeah, Dredrinyor was a, hunter, I believe. I don't know if it's a hunter, but he was a guardian. He went into the, he went into
Yes.
the, somewhere where there's, a lot of hive, and you won't see it here, but there is a kind of yellow rose kind of, artifact, and it'd be called Dredrinyor's Rose. He used to have a different name. I can't remember what it was, but he was a corrupted guardian that murdered others. Pahanin, who was you remember from the Paradox mission.
Any truth to the rumors? The Vex? Back?
If you remember that, he had
Here,
been
please.
murdered by Dredrinyor. And Shin Malphur, if you saw on Last Word, Yours Not Mine, Shin Malphur killed him. Put him down. So yeah, that's just a little bit of trivia. I just thought I'd point it out. Anyway, that'll be it for this episode though. Next time, let's do the orbit and we'll see what we'll be doing next. Oh, the walls come down. We will finally be going into the Plague Lands. It is technically an extension of the, Cosmodrome. Yeah. Very, very interesting. Next time, the Cosmodrome has been transformed by an ancient threat. Find the source of the corruption. See y'all next time to where we find the source of the corruption. See you guys then. Oh, and this has been Burnfire, signing out. Have a wonderful day.